Got a nice little layout here. I've got some salted cod ready to go there. And this morning we're doing taro with some stewed salted fish, boy. And this is the taro. It belongs to the same family as the dasheen. And in North America, in the Asian grocery stores, this is the one we get. We don't usually get dasheen. Dasheen is the one we would get down in the Caribbean. But it is a lovely replacement, very similar to dasheen, except the color is going to be a little bit different. And I find that the dasheen usually have a sort of a purplish bluish color. That's why we call it blue food, as well as it's a bit more starchy. This taro is totally well, not totally different, but a bit different. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com, guys. Welcome to my kitchen. Taro with stewed saltfish. Let's get cooking. The first thing we've got to do is to peel, cut, and boil the taro. I'm just going to cut off the stem. And using a sharp paring knife or a potato peeler, all you want to do is go under the skin. And that's how it's going to look. Just remove that skin. Any sort of, there's like a soft spot here. I'm just going to go a little bit deeper. And pretty much all you're going to do is remove that skin. So after I'm done peeling, nice and solid, any sort of blemishes, like you can see here, I removed some of it. And all you want to do now is to cut it up into pieces. So like a piece like this, what I'll do then is cut it in half. And you want to try and keep the pieces similar size so they boil evenly. You're going to put it in a pot, salted boiling water, and let that go until tender. It's been bubbling away now for about 15 minutes or so on a rolling boil. And this is how you're going to test to make sure it's fully cooked. You're going to get a sharp paring knife and go down. Let's see if I could get one of these up for you guys can see it. We're just going to go in, and if there's no resistance, notice there's no resistance, means it's fully cooked. The thing with taro is that if you overcook it, it will go into a big mush. So anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, yes, it does cook very fast compared to dasheen and other ground provisions. So all I'm going to do is to turn off the stove, drain it, set it aside, and we're going to start stewing the saltfish. And I've got a pan here on a medium-high heat. I'm going in with olive oil. And you're going to notice I'm using a fair amount of olive oil. And this is why I'm using olive oil rather than something a little bit more unhealthy for you. And right away we're going to go in. I'm going to turn my heat down to low. And I'm going to go in with that salted cod. And we're just going to let that slowly cook on that low heat for about 3 or 4 minutes. We just want that salted cod to tighten up and release all that good saltfish flavors in there. If you're looking for a video on how to prepare the salted cod or the salted fish, any sort of salted fish, it could be pollock, it can be just about any kind you can get. Down in the description I'll have a link to a video for that. Because what you want to do is to remove most of the salt it was cured in and to rehydrate it. Now to build on that flavor, my heat is still on low. This is where I'm going to go in with that chopped up onion. And as you can tell, I love onions. So I'm going to go in with a large onion that I sliced up thinly. And I also have some sliced up garlic. And we're going to hit it at the same time with some fresh ground black pepper. And with your heat still on low, toss it and let it keep going for another 3-4 minutes or so. Yeah boy, the kitchen's smelling wicked. So here's where we're going to go in with some fresh thyme now. And I'm just going to break off some of those little leaves on there. Really want to waken up that thyme, so I'm just going to toss it around before I add the other ingredients. In goes all that lovely tomato. And here's where you're going to turn up your heat just a little bit, so like a medium-low. Give that a quick stir. Caribbean Sunshine, Scotch bonnet pepper. That is totally optional if you guys can't handle the heat. stay out of the kitchen. Nah, man, just adjust it accordingly. Just gonna toss that around. And you'll notice I use a lot of onions, a lot of tomato in this saltfish stew, and it is a good way to stretch a little bit of saltfish. And the final thing we're gonna go in with some chopped up scallion. You may call it green onion or spring onion. Toss it around because the whole idea here is to soften up that green onion, let some of that flavor come out again, and you will not believe the amount of flavor we just put in this one little stew here. Guys, I'm telling you, mouth watering already, boy. I get hungry. This thing is wicked. This is what I would consider country food, or most people would say comfort food. This is my thing right here. About 4 minutes since I added the scallions and tomato and stuff like that. This is all done, so it's just a matter of turning off the stove now and putting both the taro as well as the saltfish stew together. Taro with stewed saltfish, guys, comfort food at its best. Chris loving himself today, trust me on this one. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. That taro is going to be nice with that stewed saltfish. Boy, you can't go wrong. Remember to click subscribe. All the latest videos are going to be shared with you as soon as they go live. And don't forget to check out CaribbeanPot.com for this and hundreds, yeah man, hundreds of the beautiful, delicious, boy, mouth-watering kind of thing. Have a good one.